Well, good morning everybody. We're now into day 3 of our Canary Motorcycle Tours wee holiday. It's a wee bit different today. We're going to head up the east side of the island to the north end, which is meant to be a completely different contrast to the southern parts we were in the last couple of days. It's a bit wetter up in that area, and thus it tends to be a bit greener and more lush. The downside is the weather's isn't as good as the south. Today it's a wee bit more cloudy and overcast, and it's meant to get a wee bit maybe wetter tomorrow up here, so we're trying to get this part done today while it's reasonable weather. So the idea is we'll head north, and we'll be heading back down the centre of the island again, back down to the south, and that'll be today's run. I'm sure it'll be equally as good as the last 2 days, which have been absolutely fabulous. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy today's wee adventure. This is us getting more up to the north end of the island now. As you can see, the landscape has changed quite considerably. It's not quite so barren. There's a lot more greenery around. The plant life has changed slightly. There's a lot more people live in this area, a lot more development and housing, but it's still equally interesting. I love all the wee Spanish towns that you drive through. They've all got their own wee unique character. The roads are a wee bit wider here as well, but equally there's a lot more local traffic that use it, so it's understandable. And we can't really be that far from the capital of Gran Canaria as well. It's not been as challenging riding wise as the last couple of days in some of the really tight twisty roads, but it's still really nice, and it's nice to see that contrast as well. And the temperature's not quite as warm as it was yesterday. We're down to a cool 15 degrees at the moment but it's meant to burn off a wee bit in the afternoon as we head down through the centre of the island, so it should be a lot warmer as we're on the journey back down through the island. At least that's our hope anyway. So, just to prove that it isn't always sunshine and blue skies out here in Gran Canaria. I'm feeling at home. I think it feels like I'm back in Scotland. It's wet and damp. And guess who forgot to bring their waterproof over trousers? Yeah, you've guessed it, me. I left them back in the hotel. I was lulled into a false sense of security. But never mind. I'm sure the sun will come out, and on the way home my jeans will dry out. My top half's fine, that's waterproof. The weather seems to have brightened up a wee bit. The roads are dry again. It's still only 17 degrees, it's cold. Hopefully the rainy part will have passed. It was more kind of misty, it was damp, but it wasn't really rain as such. I'm sure the heat will come out, the sun will come up properly and it'll get warmer and will fully dry out again, and it'll be lovely. But I think we're up near the kind of north coast now of the island. Certainly the countryside has completely changed from the south. It's so much different. I believe we're heading to a port town where potentially you could get the ferry from Gran Canaria over to Tenerife if you were doing one of the extended tours that this company does, which I think would be fantastic to go island hopping. You would need a couple of weeks for that one, I think. Oh wow, this road looks amazing that's coming up, if that's where we're going. I was just glancing over it to my right hand side there, and it looks interesting, that's for sure. And the roads are dry again. You've got grip back in the tyres. Yeah, wonderful. Life's good. Life is good. I'll have a wee glance at this road. See, that's what it is. That's what the road's like over there. This is fun. This is fun. It just snakes its way through this bit. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that archway down there going over the top of the river. Yeah, this is fun. I think the day's going to start opening up a bit now from this point on. It's going to be good. You see up there where it winds its way right up the side of the mountain, and that's the side we came down along there, and that hogging that ravine. We'll follow James. See his style. We'll wiggle our way through here. Brilliant, brilliant. It's another interesting little section of road down here as well, the way it winds its way through the trees. They certainly like their windy roads in Gran Canaria. And they're fabulous, they really are fabulous. Oh, got a man in stilts. Oh, he's a painter, he's going to paint. Brilliant, brilliant. The sun's getting a wee bit warmer. We're up to 19 degrees now. You can start to feel a wee bit of warmth on your body. Lovely. The roads are lovely and dry and grippy again. There's some really nice series of bends. It's a lovely sweeping road. And at least up here you could normally see through the bends quite a bit, so you can... not necessarily going to be caught out on some of these really tight rocky sections up in the mountains. Looks like we're heading for this town that's going to set up into the hillside up here. It looks like Mexico or something, isn't it? Like in a barren hillside and all the coloured houses.
You know where that white wall was?
Yeah.
Oh, that was incredible.
Well, that's what I was wanting you for. I've got some, hopefully got some good footage of on that part. Hopefully that comes out well.
I hope so.
Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more.
Well, that was a lovely little lunch down by the harbour there. Absolutely delicious food. Great company as always. Yeah, so now we're going to head back for the hills and work our way to potentially the highest point in the island of Gran Canaria, and then back to our base. So this should be a nice section as well, which will be again be a bit different from the route this morning. It's lovely and warm down here at 25 degrees, but Nigel told us it's good. We're going to climb up about 6,000 feet, so it's going to get pretty cold up the top. So we've all kind of layered up a bit, so we're ready for the cold that's going to come. But we'll wait and see how bad that is. It's a fabulous wee bit of road here, some great bends in it. It's fun. There's a nice sign there, it says it's going to have even more bends. We like bends. We like going round the bend. Yeah, we're keeping climbing. We're still heading up to the highest point in the island. You can look at the landscape. It's absolutely nothing like it was at the south of the island. And the road just keeps twisting and turning and winding its way to the top. Of I've no idea how far we've got to go to the top. It could be a long, long way yet. Well, it actually will be a long, long way, I think, because it's supposed to be about 6,000 feet and we're nowhere near that. Yeah, we certainly came up a long way though, if you look down there. Wow, it's a fair old drop. So we're certainly climbing, that's for sure. You can start to see the trees thinning out as well. Look at that's the road we just came up down there. Absolutely brilliant. Look, you can see how much we've climbed as well when you look down that valley. I had a wee glance at the side there and it looks absolutely brilliant. If I was on my own I would have stopped and taken a picture there. What an amazing vista. So when you looked over the side and you look down, you're way above the cloud level. Brilliant. I'm so lucky to be able to come up here today and have a good view and be able to see properly. I assume there's times you come up here and it'll be in the clouds, you won't see anything. Look at the view down there. Wow, 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 wow. Just look at that. Is that not worth winding your way up that road to see this? What an absolutely spectacular viewpoint that was. You're sitting way up in the mountains, way above the cloud level. Unfortunately you guys won't probably see it as good as we could, but it was absolutely stunning. And what a perfect day to see it as well. The light and the cloud cover, everything was just spot on for that photo shoot. Brilliant. But apparently there's more to come, because we're still climbing. We've got to go higher yet. It's supposed to get even better. Let's go and see.
Is there anything we can do to help Ian in your filming activities?
Just be an actor.
Oh.
Feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could afford? Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. Never learn to rise above these crowds. rest of their life.
Hey, hang on. He's still got shiny boots. How did he manage to get and keep shiny boots up here? That's amazing.
That rather suits you, that bike.
I think it does actually. What a great road this is, absolutely brilliant. Great surface, lovely sweeping bends, yeah. And we're above the clouds, look at that in the distance, we're higher than the clouds. It's riding in the sky, it's fabulous. That was a tight turn. Wild dogs. Look at the lizards up on the hill there. Like it, I like the lizards. It's the end, really the end of day 3. We're almost back to Canary Motorcycle Tours depot in Vesendaro. This has been a fabulous few days. Anybody who's ever considered coming out here should just give it a try. It's absolutely incredible. The company is so good. They really look after you. Such a friendly bunch of people, all the guides. They're enthusiasts. You don't feel that you're being ripped off by in any way at all. I would say this is an absolute bargain of a holiday. Yeah, I would definitely consider doing it again, that's for sure. Without any hesitation. Sitting in the middle of winter in the UK, come out here and have a week of riding bikes in the sunshine. That's what more could you ask for? Brilliant. Back again.
Hey!
I'm keeping this bike, you're not getting it back. I love this wee bike, it's mine.